This is another thing I've noticed about aftermarket, or no, OEM condensers, is being able to get down to 100 microns or under in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes on a good system that hasn't been contaminated by somebody else, because it comes plugged, it comes with a new desiccant, and they must really do something high quality with charging their systems with nitrogen and having everything dry. Because another thing I noticed with aftermarket condensers, and I've seen them delivered with no sealing plugs on them, open to the atmosphere too. The desiccant comes already saturated with moisture. And when you try to pull your micron gauge and you try to get down, even with a new aftermarket condenser with a new desiccant, the desiccant is new, but it's been exposed to the atmosphere so long that you have BBs that do nothing. Basically, you might as well just put rocks or sand in there, because the desiccant is already saturated with moisture. And if you did a test, if you actually hook up fittings on this brand new OEM condenser and you pull a micron gauge, you'll see it dive really fast, and it won't be spiking out violently with moisture content. And you get some of the bad aftermarket condensers where the desiccant material is already saturated with moisture and it can't absorb any moisture. When you put it on and you seal it up and you put the micron meter on it and you watch it decay, you'll see that it decays slow and it has large outbursts and spikes in it, and it will never draw down deep. It'll just keep on going and staying high, and every time you turn it off, the moisture in the desiccant, some of it will give off, and you'll lose a decay of your micron reading when using some of the aftermarket condensers. That's another problem with some of the aftermarket condensers. Really low quality of keeping the moisture out of the desiccant. I bet you if you take a visit to some of the manufacturing plants, they have this desiccant and a person is putting it in, and there's a big sack of desiccant. It's in Asia, Malaysia, Thailand, or wherever. It's 90% humidity, they're sweating, and they have this desiccant wide open, exposed to the atmosphere in a sweatshop while they're putting it in. It's basically as worthless as sand. That's another thing that I have noticed with the aftermarket condensers. All right, that's it. I'm ready to charge this thing up.